This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fart. We keeping a foot on the what on the next. We keeping a foot on the what on the next. And like the Tibetan Mastiff that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? Eat versus pipe. That's the real world we in nowadays. Everybody got to wear a freaking mask, man. Let me say it again. Everybody got to wear a freaking mask, dog. Let's talk about it, man. Gervonta Tank Davis said, I don't care if I'm the A side, dog. I just want to knock out Ryan Garcia. What does that remind you of? That's Floyd Money Mayweather versus Oscar De La Hoya. Floyd Money Mayweather didn't care what the obstacles were against Oscar De La Hoya. He just wanted to prove why he was the Nate Palmer. Now we know Ryan Garcia is not the A side. We know that that's Gervonta Tank Davis. But Gervonta Tank Davis is willing to push his A-side status to the side to prove an emphatic point. This right here is going to make Ryan Garcia a DuckTales. A DuckTales. There's a stranger out to find you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do is grab on you some DuckTales. It's going to make him freaking DuckTales. Because in its most cold-hearted, unadulterated and cutthroat two-tailor fashion is as simple as this. Once a DuckTales, always a freaking DuckTales. And what people got to understand is when we sit here and we look at Gervonta Tank Davis and we sit here and we look at Ryan Garcia, we see a distinction. We see a delineation. We see a gulf and we see a separation. Gervonta Tank Davis is Roy Jones Jr. power meets Mike Tyson's. I'm saying Roy Jones Jr. power. Roy Jones Jr. do got power, but Roy Jones Jr. athleticism meets Mike Tyson's power, sprinkled with Floyd Money Mayweather's pool counter extraordinary ability. The reason why we say this in its most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat two-tailor fashion is because Gervonta Tank Davis is special, man. And Hino's sport, as you guys see, Hino's sport is all about special begets special. It's all about begetting special. And Gervonta Tank Davis is special. Ryan Garcia is chinny chin chin. We saw this in the Luke Campbell fight. He got exposed. In that fight, Ryan Garcia was a things that make you say, He was a things that make you say, And see, Luke Campbell was too busy being impressed by the fact that he dropped Ryan Garcia. He didn't follow it up. See, that's the problem with Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell, he's like that dude that go and talk to a chick, and then he gets past the opener, right? And he's right in between it. The chick feeling him, right? But he can't close, though. He's not Mariano Rivera. He's not a closer. That's the problem with Luke Campbell. He ain't a freaking closer. Gervonta Tank Davis is a closer. You saw that in the Leo Santa Cruz fight. He made sure when Leo Santa Cruz was coming in, because Leo Santa Cruz had the wrong game plan. When somebody has the power that Gervonta Tank Davis has, you don't go in there trying to do the bullshit come forward Mexican come forward style. It's a bullshit style. It's going to get exposed by the likes of a superior black genetic. Let me say it again. It's going to get exposed by the likes of a superior black genetic. I know Mexican community fan bases don't want to hear this, but it's true. Black athletes have superior genetics. It's the way that they're wired. It's the way that they are. So in its most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat two-tailor fashion, we have to look at the delineation. We have to look at the distinction. We have to look at the gulf and the separation. Gervonta Tank Davis is a guy that's loaded. He's a guy that's filled with strength in all aspects. But then we look at Ryan Garcia. And what do we see with Ryan Garcia? Ryan Garcia is a guy who's chinny chin chin. He's a guy whose power is suspect at best. So we have to ask ourselves these underlying questions. We have to ask ourselves the underlying truth. And what is the underlying question, the underlying truth? When they fight, when that fight happens, because it looks like it's the fight to be made. These guys are the cash cows at 135, right? Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is going to tank Ryan Garcia. He's going to expose him, man. But he knows the sport gets the double and the prediction king strikes are granted. He gets the double and the prediction king strikes because he told you movie port pom range. He told you classic Dolce Trogodites. He told you ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric that Gervonta Tank Davis would be exactly where he would be at 135. But he also told you that Ryan Garcia would be where he's at 135. Isn't it a double things that make you say, Isn't it a double things that make you say, Because it showcases to you guys that he knows the sport is on the thumb and the needle of the damn situation. He's on the wave, he's on the curve, he's on the ball, he's on the aisle, he's on every damn thing. Sun Tzu, aka Art of War, 7 steps ahead of the game, 48 laws of power on that ass. But you know, lately he knows the sport's been on his Genghis Khan. He knows the sport warpath mode, so anybody can get it, dog. Let me say it again. Anybody can get it. Ryan Garcia is going to get tanked. Ryan Garcia is going to get exposed. And like Tank said, I don't give a damn if I'm the A side or not. I just want to knock this motherfucker out. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. And that's the cutthroat true telefashion. He knows the sport told you guys, man. When it's all said and done, Gervonta Tank Davis runs 135. Absent saying that out of your mouth, you don't know nothing about boxing. Like Roger Mayweather said, you don't know nothing about boxing. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.